Hello, it's me. I'm just walking around. It is so beautiful. It started snowing here a few days ago, and today it is snowing more. I am so excited. I love winter. Going for a walk because it's super pretty. Why not? Oh my god. I love winter. I just feel like winter is so beautiful, and people should be doing the same thing. When it's snowing, it's super pretty to go for a walk and, you know, having the time to just reflect and to just be aware of the surroundings and what is happening. You kind of just have to embrace life and be more grateful to be waking up in the morning and feeling like everything is going to be okay, feeling like everything's good and your health is there. You can see, you can talk, and all the senses that you can do. And guys, I just love life way too much because life is a beautiful thing. We go through in so many phases in life, either a bad thing or either it's a good thing, and life is just the way it is. Life is like that, and it puts us in so many different phases and seasons. This year has put us in a corner. Like literally. We're like looking for something that we can enjoy, and we're like looking for something our new happiness can be. But then at the same time, we're feeling scared, anxious, and nervous for something we cannot control, like ill. And that's what I'm feeling right now. Specifically, that's what social media is doing to me. I am scared for what the world is becoming. I am anxious of what I'm capable without it, and I'm nervous to start something new. I wanted to do something different, and I have taken social media detox before, and you probably seen that video, and I just want to go really in depth with it. At the same time, I feel nervous about this because I feel like the outcome might change the way I look at life. It might change me, or it might change my lifestyle. And I guess the question is, am I better off without it, or am I gonna have control with it? So, the first reason why I'm doing this because I wanted to see how my productivity, my creativity, my focus without social media. And I told myself I'm gonna cut off social media while I'm working on a project for a video, which I posted last week. If you guys want to go check that out, I have the video there, or I'm gonna have the link down up here or down there. And I wanted to try this out and see how I'm going to be as a person, and see how crazy I can become, and see how I can improve without social media. I just feel like we have been so distracted with so many things going on in the world, especially social media, and it has just been like a positive and negativity side, and we're getting influenced by so many things at how we're gonna live our life and how we're supposed to live our life, and it's just been really, really frustrating and distracting in a way. In the past, I would delete my social media on my phone. With an Android, there's a thing called mode concentration, and it gives you a way to deactivate your social media without getting rid of them. And as you guys can tell, my Instagram is kind of like in a grayish color, and I can't click on it, I can't open it. And same thing with Facebook, and clearly I cannot spell Facebook. If you go under settings, you can actually modify every concentrations, and you can activate and use the apps that you want to use, and you can deactivate the apps that you don't want to use during that time. I just realized that my phone is in French. It's just for my French learning. So I do have 3 concentration modes in my phone. It's a temps de travail, temps de personnel, and evening mode. This really helped me a lot to somehow have control with social media, and to have control with my productivity, creativity, and just my well-being. Having to do social media detox daily, I know for sure I'm gonna be like without social media, and it's not easy. There's times that I want to post something and I really want to show everybody, and I have to tell myself to not use my phone and to rather stop to and pause to enjoy the ambient sound, the smell of the environment, the temperature of the weather, and the feeling, the overall feeling that I get from doing this is like a little gift, and it's like a little secret that I myself will only know. It's like when I tell everybody that I like winter, and I really do like winter. The amount of times I embrace every moment like that makes me enjoy each seasons. And it's like a photographic memory, but in a way that like I get to picture this in my head when closing my eyes if I want to remember something. Here's another example. It's like when somebody asking you, it's like, what is your best childhood memories? And you're like thinking and describing and like the emotions and the feeling that you get from doing that. It's like, it's so memorable, and it's super like, it's super sentimental in a way. And I want to be able to keep doing that and to remember every single moments like this. And to remember, I'm like, oh yeah, 2020 in the fall, 2020 in the winter. I want to be able to be engaged and be present and be more grounded in so many different ways. And not to having to worry about a lot of things, not being able to worry about work, and just being able to be present in the environment that you are in, or maybe when you're outside and you're like having a coffee and you're just like taking time to embrace everything, all your senses. You can see, you can feel it, you can smell it, and to just embrace and just to remember and picture it in your head. And it's just a really great way to remember things, and it's super crazy and gives me like really like goosebumps, and it's amazing. Try it. I probably have something in my eyes. I woke up at like 8 o'clock. I was reading my book and then I fell asleep again. I decided to repot my plant because it's not being happy on its pot. I am shirtless. I'm gonna put a shirt on. I remember the time when I did my very first social media detox. A lot of people were using Instagram for messaging instead, and at the same time it was like Facebook Messenger, and I just realized that I just kept looking at my phone all the time. I would go on my Instagram, I would go on my Facebook Messenger, on my Facebook, and I just kept going back to those without people like messaging me. Like I wouldn't get any notification from anybody. And it was just a habit for me to just keep going back to my Instagram to see if people message me. When I started realizing that it was a habit for me, it was very, very weird. And I just like told myself, I'm like, I should really cut this off. The second realization that I did as well is I kept looking at how many likes I have, how many followers I have. And I kept looking at people's like stories on Instagram, and I just kept scrolling on my feed, and like within like minutes it becomes to hours, and it's just like it's incredible. And it's incredible how I lost so much time from minutes to hours. If you total that up within a day, you're losing 3 hours each day on just being on social media, looking at your feed, looking at people's stories. It is so weird that we are just wired to that. And so I told myself that this is not healthy anymore. At first, it was a little bit hard because now it's the generation, it's kind of like we are so surrounded with social media all the time. Even now, a lot of people are referring back to social media. Like some of my friends were just like, have you heard of this person on Instagram? Have you seen this video on TikTok? And it's just way too much. It sounds weird. I'm 23. It sounds weird to be saying this, but to me, it's just way too much. And I I don't know, maybe I feel like I'm doing a lot of things daily. Maybe it's because there's a lot of things that I want to do, and maybe there's the things that I want to pursue. I feel like we are getting distracted with technologies and we are drifting away from ourselves. I see myself being sad all the time. We're not able to have our own time to try those things. See what I'm like coming up here? I don't know, maybe it's common sense. I don't know. It was kind of just like mentally, it was very, very tiring. I thought dating social apps was kind of like hurting me in a way. I thought that was hurting me. But then I was just like, nah. Maybe the dating social apps was kind of like a step for me, but I need to somehow have control of social media because in a way it is affecting me. Okay, maybe I have a problem with social media. Okay, maybe I have a problem with just like looking at people's stories on feeds and stuff. Maybe mentality, I have a problem, but a lot of people are not being aware of it. Maybe people are not aware of their emotions, you know. And to me, like, my emotions are super, super important because it makes me the person that I am. And my emotions are important to start my day. If I see myself waking up in the morning and I'm sad, I have to tell myself, I'm like, why am I sad? Like, you know, like the day hasn't started. The day hasn't done anything to me. And I have to tell myself, why am I being sad? Like, for example, when it's snowing, when it's raining, people are like, their mood changes, their emotion changes. And you know, they're not even aware that they're like grumpy. They're not even aware that they're not excited for work. I see a lot of people being stressed at work, and right away they tell me, oh yeah, it's the weather. Of course it's the weather. The weather is raining, the weather is snowing, but it shouldn't affect our mentality. A lot of people are not aware of their emotions. They're not aware of like what social media, the weather is doing to them. You know, it's important to have time with ourselves, get to know ourselves even better, see if we are good at baking, see if we can maintain running once a week, see if we can work out once a day. And it's just like, you know, it's important to have a good relationship and to see what you like, to see what you're passionate with, see what you love, see what your routines are within the week. So I told myself that, like, you know, I should really have a good connection with myself. And the only way that I can do that is to have control with social media. Our minds like to consume a lot of things, informations, beliefs, and that makes us the people who we are now today. And the amount of resources that we get from social media, it makes us consistently scroll through lots of feeds and automatically we get fed up from it. I talk about emotions all the time because I cannot stress this enough that your emotions are super important. It makes you the person who you are and defines what your day is going to be like. There's so many ways to challenge and control our emotions to have a better awareness. And it takes a long time. And I myself is still working on that and it's very, very difficult. If you guys want to go read a book to have a better self-control and have a better awareness and to gain willpower, I really do recommend reading a book called The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal. So check that out, guys. I really do recommend it. It's my second time reading it. It's the best ever. Scrolling through social media, it activates all different parts of our emotions, and when everything gets activated, our emotions get all mixed up and we don't have control with it. And the effect on that, not being aware that we are on our phone for 1 or 2 hours or even more each day, and it's crazy how not having self-control makes us waste 1 or 2 or 3 hours each day. It's scary how the world is becoming, not having awareness and not having self-control. And it's pretty scary. I don't have much else to say, but for you guys to try social media detox and try it for yourself. Try it and see where it takes you. If you kept watching the video till the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate this, and for you guys to be listening what I can express and what I'm experiencing, and to be sharing this with you guys, it makes me super happy. Anyways guys, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and every day is a good day, because every day is a good day. I'll see you guys soon. Aduma, I'll push in. Ciao ciao. Okay, bye.